I've got a lot of Greek friends out there, and this is a recipe for you. I'm using a Greek cheese, kefalogravia, which is a sheep's milk cheese, and it is delicious. If you can get it from your local delicatessen, it's worth trying. Normally, I just eat this with some crackers and cabana, but when you make the little croquettes that I'm going to make now, this cheese really comes through. And I'm grating it really fine like this, so it goes through the entire mixture. And believe me, that amount is the perfect amount. It'll keep it nice and strong. Move the cheese grater over there and we'll start adding all the ingredients. I've got the cheese in there and I'll add some feta cheese because I know how much the Greeks love their cheese. In goes the feta. And of course, for some more flavour, I've got a red onion. So I'll slice this in half and then dice it nice and fine. You want to get the onion as fine as you can get it because this mixture, you want to have all the flavours equally distributed through the whole croquettes. So dice it nice and fine like this. Now, if you don't have red onions, you can use white onions or you could even use spring onions. You'll get a good flavour from them. In it goes. And to bind it all together, I've got some plain flour. Now, oregano, you need to have oregano in here. If it's a Greek dish, they love their oregano. And also some mozzarella cheese. A little bit Italian, but I love the gooiness that the mozzarella cheese gives this dish. Now, to bind it all together, a couple of eggs. Crack a few eggs straight over the top here. You can mix them up if you want, but I'm going to mix the whole thing up with my hands so it will all be bound together beautifully. And of course, some lemon zest. I'll just microplane the top of it. And I like using the lemon zest because all the flavour will go through it without adding too much liquid. Now, we need some herbs here as well. And I'll grab this big bunch of herbs. I've got some parsley and some mint and some oregano as well. So plenty of these herbs here. I'll just grab all this here and give it a rough chop. Take the stem off there and then grab the rest of it and chop it all together. I love using the fresh herbs in here because you'll see those green fleckles and the flavour of the fresh herbs will go all the way through it, and that's what I'm looking for. In it goes into my mixture here. Now, I'll move the bowl over here, a pinch of salt over the top and a good twist of pepper as well. Now, this is the fun bit. I grab my hands like this, break up the feta and mix everything together. You want to make sure that the cheese is all crumbled up, the eggs are all crumbled up as well, and that feta cheese is mixed as well. Now, when you get the right texture, it'll be a sticky, cheesy ball of mess. But believe me, now my hands are really messy, so I'll just show you what it should look like once you've got it right. I'm going to roll it into something that's a bit smaller than a ping pong ball, and then grab your breadcrumbs like this, pop them in and make sure that they're well covered in breadcrumbs. And all you need to do now is pop them straight into the oil and let them cook. You can see my Greek croquettes are cooking beautifully. They'll roll over as they start to cook, so the cooked side will come to the top and the uncooked side will roll on the bottom. These are out and I'm going to let them cool down a little bit. While they're cooling down, I'll make a little yogurt sauce to go with them. So I've got a red onion here that I've sliced nice and thin. I want it to go all the way through the yogurt and give it a little bit of spice. So nice and thin is what you're looking for. And I've got the yogurt here. This is Greek yogurt that I've hung for a little bit, so it's really, really firm. Now, some cucumber is perfect. So I'll cut this into little strips like this. And I'm using these little cukes, which are just so beautiful and crispy and crunchy. I find they're almost a little bit sweet as well, so they'll go really, really well with the yogurt. Once you've got them like that, just cut them into little squares and they will mix through beautifully and give the yogurt a bit of crunch. For something that's deep fried, you want to have a little bit of crunch and a little bit of savoury to go with it. Otherwise, you've got all that sort of oil flavour, and that's not what we're looking for. This, and it's just a little bit of mixing it around to incorporate the onion and the cucumber together. What I like to do is grab a spoonful of it and pop it in the plate here. I'll show you what I mean. I pop it down like this and then spoon it down. And what this does is gives the croquettes a little spot to sit in. So I'll make a little herb salad to go on the side of it. Some red onion, thinly sliced, and you can see there's a bit of a theme here. All the same ingredients mixed together, but used in a different way. Cucumbers as well. I'll show you what you do with these. Slice them all the way through here like that, and you've got these lovely cucumber coins, they call them. Pick them up and then throw them into the salad bowl. Squeeze the lemon on top of this, and this will form part of the dressing. So some pepper over the top of it like this, a pinch of salt as well, and of course some extra virgin olive oil, and you have a salad that's ready to go. Lots of herbs, lots of flavour, and a little bit of colour as well from the red onions. Now it's time to put the whole thing together. So I'll grab 3 of these croquettes, pop them here on the yogurt, grab some of this herb salad on the side here, pop it there like that, and you've got a great little dish. Now, I'm gonna grab one of these and show you what they look like. Tear it in half like that, and you can see you've got that gooey cheese that's come together. Grab some of the yogurt like that, pop it on the side there. The Greeks certainly know how to make croquettes.